right?
Yep.
The ritual.
Now, interesting for me, you see my chocolate here.
Wow.
Interesting.
Because I'm Ghanaian, we grew up with tea and hot chocolate.
And hot chocolate, yes. The
Oh, yeah, because of cocoa. Is that
Because
so?
of cocoa.
Yes.
So
You've got a huge
coffee is
cocoa.
an acquired taste for me.
Yes.
Acquired taste for me in Uganda. Never liked coffee. It was black, dark, never nice.
Yeah.
Tasted coffee here, fell in love with it. Endiro got me in Mbali for the first time.
Wow.
I've built my own collection of Ugandan
Coffees. This is lovely.
That's a nice one.
Dearest
My
friend.
favorite of them is Olivena from here in Kampala.
Yeah.
You have
Kariko.
Kariko. Now you guys know more about this.
No, but this is a repository.
Starbucks.
Colombia, 40% Ugandan coffee.
Yes.
And of course, this episode is proudly sponsored by MultiChoice and their Showmax episode Show Now, which you can get for 11,400 using your Momo, and you'll have access to all the entertainment, including the FIFA World Club World Cup.
Or simply catching up with some Kampala cream, Showmax is where all your favorite entertainment is.
Now, why does it matter? I probably never paid attention to coffee because, like I said, I was a tea and hot chocolate person. Now, the weather here means that I always need to find something warm to drink because in the early evening it's cold. But I fell in love with coffee. I just noticed that the different blends you have here, single shot works for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. So I'm a full coffee enthusiast now. You know,
See?
We are probably one of the few countries where you could do both Arabic and Robusta because of the nature
I've
of our
learned
weather.
that,
So,
yeah.
you can do both
see
of
what I
those.
was telling you, Simon, that Uganda represents one of the most ecologically diverse countries. And you said it again. The weather allows you to have different blends of coffee grown.
Yeah.
It's exactly the point I was making.
But this is an impressive lineup of coffee.
That's what I'm saying, sir.
This is our favorite on the show for
My
very
dad will
obvious
be tossing in
reasons.
his grave to see me drink coffee like this. I don't hot chocolate.
I know hot chocolate. But Indira there, like he was telling you, is our favorite on this lineup for very selfish reasons.
Very selfish
very
reasons.
kind to us, allow us to record our live recordings within their premises.
Yeah.
And looks like the product, grab a coffee.
It's my favorite
Is
place
joined at the
for,
hip.
Yeah.
for
But-
meetings and for retreating.
You know the thing I also love, so every coffee on this here has their own story, and Ugandan coffee is grown mostly by Ugandan women. So when you think about economic empowerment, it's the women who are actually benefiting from the coffee. So Endiro has a value chain from the woman that grows the coffee all the way up to the brewing. So I think you're supporting
That's
Ugandan
another
female
brilliant
business.
story for you to talk about. But you see, and in an unrelated manner, remember we discussed the issues of cuisine. And I mentioned in the West African setting, the men would be out there working and the women would largely be at home. So cooking is communal.
Cooking communally, yes.
Very, very intentional, very involving because the women are home. Now, because the Ugandan women are busy making
Tilling the land.
exactly, and an East African friend told me that from Kenya says we don't have that much time with food because we're busily working the fields as well, and it translates to the experience of food in your setting as well.
But tell
So
me,
there's always a
Tetteh,
story behind something.
Yeah, Tetteh, you said in passing in the interview that you're an economist.
Yeah.
Tell us, what kind of economics did you do?
I read economics up to A-level in the university as well.
Okay. Any form of economics or?
Any form.
Oh, lovely. So
My dream was to be an economist in the Bank of Ghana writing economic reports.
exactly.
Then I had my first sales job in June 1998, and it changed my life. The rest is history.
The rest is history. Here you are.
Insurance was never where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
My past was actually in banking. I worked at Standard Chartered Bank before my former boss then saw me and said, you have to be in insurance. Insurance was just emerging in the country then.
Yeah.
You went in, fell in
The
love
rest is
with it.
history.
When you wake up in the morning and do your routines of walking and all, cup of coffee, you make it yourself, or you prefer to sit out somewhere and have it?
Cup of coffee. When I sit behind my desk and the energy levels are high, I power myself with a cup of coffee.
I love that. The water just boils.
Gives me the kick. And then, so thank you for joining me.
We're more than elated to have you fix for us.
we
a
are
cup of
glad.
coffee.
Question is, which one do I give you guys?
We are happy to
Make the
take
pick.
any.
Take the pick
Should I
for
give you
us.
the chance to fix this yourself?
No.
to
This
fix
is
it
not
for
the
us.
way it works. This is really not the way it works.
I love him.
Okay.
He sets his own rules.
Yes.
You know?
This is probably the only time a Prudential CEO will fix me a cup of coffee. When else?
Well, you're very right.
So we take the chance when we have it.
Yes,
and,
take the chance when you have
I
it.
agree with you.
I'm already feeling the aroma.
Yes.
Grab a coffee, let's try.
Yeah, I think the beautiful thing for me is the fact that Ugandan coffee, stands out for me. And I'm very surprised my friends at home say that when you're coming back, get us coffee.
Oh, nice.
That's
So you're contributing to our export numbers, which is a good thing.
Well, I'm being African. I'm promoting what we all believe in and make sure that that's what we all enjoy.
Raymond and I try to avoid some sugar, so...
You try to avoid sugar?
Yes.
We completely avoid sugar.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys the black one.
Yes.
But I like mine with I'm actually convinced, right? And I only was able to do that when I was here in Uganda. I was really convinced that we do have, to some extent, and I'll probably be challenged by those who own the brand,
Yeah.
that Coca-Cola has got some sort of coffee in there.
There's some caffeine content in it. I'm not sure.
So I'm going to ask you to try something.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm going to ask you to try something.
Yes.
You now do coffee my way with a little bit of sugar in it. Allow it to cool down overnight.
And then see what it looks
Take
like.
a bottle of Coke, take the cap off, let it cool down overnight.
Exactly.
And switch the two in cups and tell me the difference.
We will attempt.
you.
Okay, this is good coffee. It's
That's
really
very
good
Ugandan
coffee.
coffee is good.
Yeah.
And done well. Now you're at levels of connoisseur.
I'm still learning. Yeah.
If we shook you down now on your phone and we looked at your music playlist, what songs are we most likely going to find there?
I love music.
Yeah.
You can tell by the number of headphones you see and the sound you hear that I love music. My first is classical music, actually.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I work and sing
Mozart,
classical music.
Beethoven, yes.
Mozart, Handel sometimes, and J.S. Bach.
Sebastian Bach.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why? Because classical music is music I can work with, and I can work for long hours. But one thing you don't know about me is I like to drive.
Oh.
That's how I explore this country.
That's something I actually know about you, because when I walked into the apartment, I found a
An
range
iron.
of keys, and I said, this person definitely loves to drive.
I love to drive.
Yes.
And I could drive to Fort Portal today and return tomorrow.
Wow.
And it's not tiring for me.
Yeah.
It's actually refreshing.
Yeah.
The reason being that I think a lot when I'm driving alone. So it's therapeutic
It's your me
for me.
time.
Yeah.
It's my
You're in
me
a
time.
capsule. You are in
Exactly.
space.
So long drives,
Next
and
set
you
of
guys
us.
have great roads outside Kampala. Every
Except
direction.
Fort Portal, we're trying to get the podcast to fix that road.
Well, the
No.
president.
So if
president did
you
issue
use
some,
if you use the Mitiana Mubende Chenjuju road, you
Yes.
struggle between Mitiana and Mubende.
Yeah.
Still.
But if
under
you go via
construction.
Kabuta Road, even
I go through Kaguta Road.
Definitely, you have more fuel than the rest of us. That explains it.
But it also offers a beautiful scenery on
Absolutely.
the Kaguta Road. Through
Oh, yeah.
Ibanda, Kazo.
Kamwenje.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then you begin to love that whole stretch.
The stretch between Kamwenge actually and Fort Portal is
Fort
lovely
Portal,
because
yeah.
of the forest there, the
Kibale.
rainforest.
Out of Chibale, the tea farms you encounter.
Yeah.
From Chenjuju, the tea farms as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful scenery.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So we've shook you down for the music playlist.
Yeah,
But
and I like African music as well.
Oh, you do?
Gospel-
Have you found
gospel
Ugandan
music.
Have you found Ugandan music you love yet?
My staff know that a couple of songs I like. Which is the one that says Hakuna Dawa?
Hakuna dawa.
Dawa by Elijah
Yeah,
Kitaka.
I'm telling you that and a few others, but that's because my staff are quite young.
Yeah.
So we always have what we call item 13 every now and once in a while to get together. And I get to listen to Ugandan music.
Yeah. And if you're an economist, you definitely read a lot. There is no other way to get through economic school without reading.
Absolutely.
So what books are on your reading list traditionally? Do you have any at the moment that you're reading?
One by John Iger in terms of how he built Disney.
Okay. Yes.
I have a collection, and I do a lot more audiobooks. So when I'm driving that long distance, you're going to see me listen to a book for 7 hours and call.
Yeah.
Jim Collins and Jerry Porras.
Yeah.
Built to Last, Good
Built
to
to
Great,
Last, yeah.
Great by Choice, How the Great Companies Fail,
Yeah.
and things like that. So I like social scientist work that look at research you've done on people, behavior of businesses, and impact on the society. Malcolm Gladwell and co.
Yeah.
John Kahneman, Thinking Fast, Thinking Slow.
Thinking Slow. Oh, that's a lovely book. That's a very lovely
but he's
book.
a psychologist
The two types
approach,
of thinking. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're different, and I think learning begins after school. Now we think on the African side that learning ends after school.
Yeah.
It's only done at school.
I saw an odd book in your library there.
You did.
The president that Ghana missed, and I wanted to steal it, but I've been,
that's a
I've been
story for
warned.
another day.
I've been warned about that.
Now let me look at you and Raymond decided that today you're going to dress like members of the same choir or
Great minds think alike.
when it comes
I
to
need
you,
to find the
you
church
know.
he attends.
So I decided to pay particular attention to your dress sense and style and all that, being the kind of guy that really pays attention to those things. And I noticed that your hair is in place, every strand seems to have been, organized to be there.
What have you been watching? You're supposed to be doing an interview.
How often do you go to the salon?
Once a week, twice, the longest.
Are you the kind of guy who says, well, I may have the substance mentally, but I also need to work on the form physically?
Exactly. Remember, I lead.
And that will be asking us how long you spend in the
I lead a
bathroom.
group of young people.
Yeah.
As a leader, you need to have presence and you need to show up.
Wow.
Why? Because you're painting the future of what has to be for them. So I don't do these things for myself. I do that because I lead from the front in an organization. People need to see, appreciate, and understand the standards you set, and that's the best way for you to tell them to behave the same way.
Raymond loves asking this question. I thought it was only exclusive for the Bank of Uganda governor, but I think we'll also ask it to you since you're CEO, captain.
Which one is this?
If we shook you down
Right here, right now,
how much money in live notes do you have?
None.
in your wallet, you have no money,
None.
no cash whatsoever.
Raymond, I told you are richer than many people. You and I.
How do you get by through Kampala?
Without cash.
Okay. Oh wow, this is actually the wallet with no money.
With
in
no
it.
money at all.
So you do most of your transactions.
Elephant skin bought in South Africa, kept it for 10 years.
Oh, lovely.
No cash in there.
No cash. So is that because you prefer digital transactions? Because you prefer banking transactions? Or is it just...
And even after
lifestyle
COVID,
thing?
even more so digital platforms.
Yeah.
So it works as well.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that Uganda, once again, one of the things that works for you as a country, is that your mobile money platforms are very advanced,
Yeah.
even to the point where you can transfer money out of the country.
Yes, yes.
Once again, things that work for you, that makes it fluid to do business and pay for services. You don't need to go to the ATM to withdraw cash.
Emotional intelligence is a very important thing for a leader at your level.
Yeah.
But also, we can't divorce the fact that we are humans. And so once in a while, we get vexed. Or we just run an emotional overdrive and laugh our heads off. So let me swing you on both extremes of the emotional spectrum and ask, what gets you really angry? And on the flip side, what gives you a good laugh?
Guys.
I don't know whether I've angered him.
I didn't
don't know whether
Yes. What is it that if someone did,
You
you would stop in your tracks and say, I will kill the
I
living
I think I just did that. I asked him a very bad question.
You got me to stop my tracks.
Yes.
I remember in one of my leadership engagements with my coaches and the others, one of the things I always say that I'm extremely controlled. Number one, my leadership style is focused on people. So you see me invest in my people, time, effort, and energy to try to get the best out of people. So therefore, emotional intelligence comes to the fore, like you said.
Indeed.
What I can't handle is dishonesty.
Dishonesty.
Now, I'm willing to give many chances to people as much as possible because they are honest about where their feelings are and we can provide support. Wow. So the person who cannot accept that they have a problem cannot be helped.
Yeah.
And I can't do anything with you. I'm likely to get rid of you faster for dishonest than anything else.
Raymond, this would have been our kind of boss, huh?
Yes, this is really our kind of straight talking to the point fast. But what gives you a good laugh besides driving?
A good laugh.
You told us that.
That one, I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. Yeah.
Well, maybe a good conversation always gives me a good laugh. I'm tickled by great conversations, and I would always like to have a cup of coffee. You know, my marketing guys would tell you. I would always want to pull them out and say, "Let's go have a meal."
If you are in my kitchen,
Yeah.
typical Ugandan kitchen, and you said, "Simon, fix me my favorite dish," what should I put on the menu?
Ripe gonja fried.
Wow. That's so simple.
That was straight and to the point.
Be
That's
my
the
guest any
safest.
day.
Yes.
That's the safest.
Everything else, I won't go there.
But I actually want to ask you this question now
Yeah.
that you've said ripe gonja. Now we can get into the territory.
Or food.
Yes, Ghanaians, I have found the time I've spent there really are good with their plantain. Do you see a difference between Ghanaian plantain and Ugandan plantain? And are you ready to admit that Ugandan plantain is better than Ghanaian plantain?
It goes back, I wouldn't say good or better.
Yeah.
It goes back to what we spoke about, the woman at home, time with food.
Time with food, yes.
In Ghana, a finger of plantain has about 4 to 6 uses. In Uganda, it's matoke largely done.
Yeah.
So when it's unripe, there's a whole range of dishes that you see us do with it. Boiled plantain, unripe plantain, with palava sauce, with mashed spinach and co.
Whatever you do with it, it's always spicy.
That's one. Spicy.
very
Yes,
hot.
always
Number
spicy.
2, when it ripes, it can be boiled and eaten with those same options. Then, as it gets a bit more ripe, it is fried. So you then have the ripe gonja, which is fried just all right.
You never roast it at all?
I'm coming. It's roasted as well. That goes with roasted peanuts. Now you could see the roasted peanuts here.
Yeah.
You guys don't do it this way. We do it that way. So we eat this with bananas. We do roasted.
See, you
plantain.
remove this, you undress them. For us, we eat them with the dressing.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So we refine it a bit more. Then you have when the plantain starts to get overly ripe. That's what we do with it. We cut it up, spice it with ginger, garlic, and pepper. We fry it. We call it kelewele, and that's a delicacy. As a lawyer, I met here who says that when I land in Ghana, I drop my luggage in the airport and go straight to Osu and buy myself a plate of kelewele.
Oh, yes.
And that's a fantastic dessert or a starter.
Yeah.
When it gets overly ripe,
Oh my goodness.
that you say probably throw it away. No, it is mashed. It is then spices are added to it, and it is fried. So the same stick of finger of plantain,
yes.
has 6 different uses with us. Same one.
Wow.
Oh, so
You guys do probably 1 or 2 things.
When it
That's
ripens, you eat it live.
And when you visited Accra, it's the same. You see the variety of food is go through different types of processing of the same thing to do different. And that's because traditionally, our home, the cuisine, there's time, investment, effort to translate it into different things. It's just the societal setup.
Just let me get you into a slippery road. I want you to tell us something about your jollof rice wars with you. Not very close neighbors, the Nigerians, but
My neighbors in Nigeria, don't start this fight.
I need to get you out of element.
You know what the East Africans say?
The most difficult thing
Yeah.
is to get us to cross the river. So we all stay on our banks.
Yeah, you know the East Africans we normally say once the Ghanaians and Nigerians are done fighting over jollof, they'll discover that pilau is the best. This is it.
Well, that's a debatable issue, but you see why it's a slippery road. It's just because it's an integral part of our cuisine. So each of us are brought up on that, and we get used to our side very early in life.
We start off, we talk about meals, Tetteh. How many meals do you have already?
Meals. 1 meal a day.
Man, welcome to Uganda, where we have a minimum of 3. Breakfast,
I understand
lunch,
that.
and dinner. Why do you have 1 meal a day? Okay, we don't have money in the wallet, but surely those cards can afford an extra 2 meals.
So I had an experience about 5-6 years ago, health-wise, and it got me thinking. Now, it was just me being proactive and deciding to watch my diet and stuff like that.
Wow.
And I cut what I ate by 70%. Yeah, and I survived it. 6 months after, I went back to a doctor and he asked me, "What have you been doing?" I said, "That question is a very worrying question."
I can relate.
Then he comes back to say that, "Oh, numbers have moved into the green."
Yeah.
Now, the thinking that fueled that for me was usually the portions we eat are fueled by how we grew up. Now, in your younger years, when you are energetic, busy, you walk 3 kilometers without thinking, walk 5 kilometers without thinking, it's okay. You burn so much calories. But we carry the same eating patterns to later on in life.
When we are more sedentary.
When in our work, we are more sedentary. And as an insurance person, when I rate your life, anybody who's a sedentary worker, I actually price their life worse than somebody who smokes. Because lack of motion kills you faster.
Wow.
And not only that, when you're eating what you don't need,
It gathers around
It
here.
gathers, yeah. But Tetteh,
so it's both stress and excess food. So managing your diet as you grow is extremely important. It's far more important than anything else. And it becomes even more difficult because at this level, what happens? Parties, dinners, events, conferences, food is stuffed down your throat even when you don't want it.
Yes.
Can sit in business class and I decide not to eat, and the air hostess keep on asking me, "Is everything okay? Is everything okay?"
You must be seen to be eating.
Ask, give me a cup of coffee, I'll be okay. Because there's too much food every step along the way, and it's not healthy for you.
Wow.
Reason why I walk 5 kilometers every morning, because you need to get the energy in, get the miles in, and get the effort in, get the body moving.
We typically ask, not to make you a motivational speaker, but if you run into a young Ugandan, typically 18, 20, in their early years of their career, you have maybe an elevator moment with them. What would you tell them?
I'm glad I hid that side of me from you.
Yes.
So one thing you didn't know,
Yes.
I used to be a Sunday school teacher.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah. Cup of coffee to that.
That's interesting. It's not the guy you want to start in the elevator.
You really don't want.
No, but one of the things that did for me, and I was probably in that space for about 20 years, was I spent the last 10 years with young people. And that's what I spend my free time on. Of course, Uganda is a bit different, but I'll spend quite a lot of my time interacting with young people. Why? Because I felt it was important for me to share my life's lessons and help them to be better prepared for the world they were entering than I had. So you'd find me spend time Friday night, Saturday mornings. We have long sessions, we talk, we discuss, debate, challenge. And I can look back with pride and see how many of them are thriving in life today because of the kind of counsel, conversations, and goal we had that put them in a better place in life.
Now, as an adult male, I could take you down that road and say, I always wondered, maybe from your experience as a Sunday school teacher, you could help me answer this question. What do you think Jonah told his wife when he returned home after 3 days and his story was that he was just swallowed by a fish?
That one.
But Tetteh, I don't want to let you go. But before we
that is one thing you can never explain.
I wanted us to venture.
I thought today I was going to finally remove my cape.
There are certain areas you need to stay away from.
The last part I wanted us to venture into, I've learned from very good sources that you support the best football team in the world. How did that start for you, and how is it going?
Before you get in there, I need to make a disclaimer here.
So,
One,
Raymond, do you always want to put me in a difficult position?
Especially in my presence, considering that my team, which I don't support so much, but I hate to support your team more than I love to support my team. So what I can say is that the supporters of your team are great people, good guys.
We are more serious than
But
the
what's
team.
so bad is the team. And why do you support it as good people?
You see, in the early 2000s, in one of my former workplaces, we did a research and we observed our senior managers and we said they're all a reflection of the teams they supported. So the teams we support goes beyond the support. It's what we identify that reflects on us. I don't know what you identify in there.
I see it.
Now it's interesting.
Yeah.
We found the old, stuck in their ways people were all Man U and Liverpool supporters.
Always.
We found the young, flashy, trendy, live today people were all Chelsea supporters.
Yeah.
Then we had the stylish people, I won't say without results, where we the Arsenal people. But it's interesting that we all find things in teams that we can identify with.
No, one thing is for sure.
I
Your
fell
ability
in
to
love
survive
with-
under the amount of pressure you go through
I
lost.
fell in love with Arsenal in the late 1990s.
Oh,
and
lovely,
it was the discipline, the structure of the team, and how professional the team was set up before Henry Onko, joined the team. So that's why I've been in Arsenal for many years, and I wouldn't change that. I was introduced to the English Premier League actually through Liverpool and Newcastle. But I fell in love with Arsenal, and I think it's the style, the aesthetics, But then we have to add results.
Yeah.
But we are getting there gradually.
Just know you've won yourself a huge fan club from the listeners and viewers of this program, led by.
I have my own mementos of Arsenal.
This is the man Prudential gives more of their contracts, because this is the man you must be able to endure as an Arsenal fan. You must be able to enduring hard times.
You see, that's why I said you see what you want to see.
Yes.
We can endure.
Yes.
We've been through it. We have not
Exactly.
The
shaken.
only thing I've seen come close to Arsenal in terms of endurance
Yes.
are those very eligible black cardinals that always get into that conclave. Always eligible, but none of them ever walks out as sportive. Never. So,
Yes. But Tetteh, we have to stop here. Thank you so much for hosting us and for giving us of your time and of your information over a long period of time. I hope that the people that are watching have gotten a chance to understand you, but also understand Prudential. There are many young people out there who may not have policies, who perhaps this is your one chance to say, get a policy. This is the kind of policy you
I would say
have.
build wealth for the future. Look,
Yeah.
you ask yourself what you did with the last 300,000 shillings in your pocket. You can't remember. Now, every month that passes by, if you, the biggest thing and the biggest asset of young people is time. And time with discipline creates wealth. And you start small, you're disciplined to it. Listen to the story of Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
He's not rich today because he had big breaks now. Warren Buffett is rich today because he has been disciplined for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And I think that no matter how much you make, the culture of savings is important. You save first before you spend the rest. And if you build that culture early in your work life, by the time you turn 40, you've had 15 years of disciplined savings. That sets you up for the last 20 years of your life.
you don't want to know what it feels like for an over 40-year-old listening to you now speaking.
I can understand. I can understand. We've all been
Am I
there.
not beyond redemption?
The most important thing is to start today, no matter
Start,
where you
yeah.
are. Start today. The discipline is what is most important. And that's what life insurance offers you.
I don't
Takes
see
the
that.
money from you, allows you to put it away for long periods and not have the tendency to go back for it every now and then. That compounded effect of many years creates that asset for you.
I'm at your office next week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
It's been
much.
a pleasure having you on the program. And of course, grabbing a coffee with no less than the man himself.
Exactly.
We can't have been more.
I have 2 policies with Prudential, so I can't add more.
Well, come
It would be difficult
That's
for
why
me to
you're an
add
Arsenal
more.
man.
Let's meet same time, same place next week with yet another conversation on Grab a Coffee, as we always do. And of course, looking forward to yet another industry expert, or should we say thought leader, that will help us understand a few things here and there that help build you and I be a better person. Goodbye.